day bricked up.
I've seen Lord of the Rings, but not Star Wars.
I failed.
What all are... What's his face?
His moves and stuff.
The guy who gags people's powers other than gagging people.
King.
I just put about 4 gallons of icy hot on my lower back, so I'm buzzing from my icy hot.
Wait, icy hot makes you buzz?
The amount I put on my back.
I remember a couple years ago, my mom texted me and Anna Joy when we were in boxing, and she's like, "Do not put icy hot on your knees. It's the worst." And we immediately got our icy hot.
On the back of your knee,
We put it on our knees. We're like, what's going to happen? It wasn't that bad.
If I don't have a slight pain, it's not working.
Bro, so whenever I played football and did squats and shit, I would get like hamstring fucking issues.
What are you drinking?
You get icy hot on your nuts, bro, and it's not good.
Ginger beer and vodka. It's that stuff that's making it burn. With the combination.
You ever get icy hot on your nuts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's no bueno.
I'm not used to icy hot, but the powder when you're chafing, like Gold Bond,
like baby powder.
Gold Bond. I would have powder Gold Bond in
The medicated, bro.
And that shit. First of all, that shit is awesome.
It's so good.
I would chafe so much, and I would just straight up dump it straight on my balls and around the crevices.
Dude,
I had to physically put
it would hurt, but
that on someone's balls, and because he was so obese he couldn't reach. It was when I was a nurse aide, and it was getting weird because I like put it all on there, and he's like, more. I'm like,
oh my god! You were assaulted?
oh yeah! Ow, it hurts more.
I was like, how much of this is like helping his painful swollen balls,
how
and
much
how
is
much
providing
is
pleasure?
the only womanly touch he's had in a year?
The combination's probably godly. I know if I was that old man, I mean, as much as I love Gold Bond on my balls.
That was the other problem. He didn't have dementia or anything. He was just obese, and so he was physically old. But
I mean, he needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. After we get a Zen sponsorship, we need to get a Gold Bond sponsorship.
I'll take both simultaneously.
He'll do Zen, I'll do Gold Bond.
And icy hot.
That got me through the Marine Corps.
They should combine the two. They should put nicotine-infused Gold Bond.
That you put it straight on your balls.
Yeah.
They got
And
dude, they need a cool mint Gold Bond.
Yeah. I remember the first time I ever tried to tan. It was the first time the sun had ever seen my skin. I like went out into the field where no one could see me, and like tanned. And I guess my skin was shocked at the sun, and I would get these itches that were like
Heat rash.
deep within my flesh, and I would scratch it to death, and then it would show up in another part, and I couldn't sleep through the night, so I covered my body in icy hot, and it made the itching go away, but then I was freezing.
And then you were burning.
I piled blankets on top of me, and I was like shivering. I was freezing cold, and so I like got in a hot bath at 3 a.m. and it was just miserable. It was my first attempt to tan.
Yeah, I think heat rash and sweat rash, I think are the same thing, and it's actually when you sweat and the sweat can't get out of your pores and it crystallizes when it dries.
Do you think that's what it was? Does it feel like it's like in your muscle, the itch?
I think yours was different. Mine is like a whole bunch of needles that stab you every time you try to
Mine
sweat.
was like deep into my flesh, and I was like trying to claw it out.
Sounds like skin cancer.
It sounds like meth.
Yeah, it honestly sounds like deep tissue damage from
Yeah.
UV rays.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get it wasn't like a sunburn or anything. It was just the first time, since I'd always worn like prairie dresses my whole life, the first time my skin had ever seen the sun, except for my face.
I get sun poisoning like at least once a year. Every summer.
Seriously?
At least once.
Does your skin bubble?
Yeah.
If you get it bad enough.
That's what Grace does.
I just
Grace,
turn dark most of the time, but
I tan and Grace turns red and her skin bubbles.
Puerto Rican ass.
There's no way you're not Puerto Rican.
We had a corpsman who was an African American man, and they made it like a company-wide thing where it was mandatory for everyone to wear sunscreen because I guess the climate at the time. But he just like looks, he's like, I'm black, bro. But he's like, gotta wear it. So he just, this dude never burned, so he just got sunscreen and just like.
On one
right,
side
right
of his
next
nose?
to the one part of
I
the
have
face.
sunscreen on.
He also needed to put on like camo paint, like war paint, and he just like got like green and put green on one side of the nose. And he got suntan lotion put on the other side of the nose. I'm good.
Yeah. I sat next to a prostitute on a Greyhound bus once, and she got on the phone with her
Pimp?
her pimp, and she was like talking about how she's like, I can't be walking out in the sun like this. I'm gonna get way too dark. And and he was telling her she needs to wax, and she's like, I'm not waxing until you wax. That hurts. She's like, if you wax, then I'll wax.
He's a Cat Williams type pimp. Sounds like.
Pimp named Slickback.
Pimp named Slickback.
What does Cat Williams do as a pimp?
He's a comedian who
Dresses like a pimp.
And pretends to be one, and might actually be
He
one.
could have
I
been.
don't know.
At
Yeah,
some point,
maybe.
yeah. I can't imagine he was actually a pimp, though. I feel like if you're a pimp, you got to be, like, intimidating. I feel like
He's not intimidating.
I feel like any woman could beat his ass.
Yeah.
And then also, like, aren't pimps supposed to, like, protect their clientele or whatever? Or whatever? Like, not clientele, but
Their employees.
Their employees.
Yeah. He ain't protecting shit, bro. There's no way he was a pimp.
I think he just liked to pretend to be one.
So, have you guys seen this Liver King guy?
I've seen one of the YouTubers make a video about him and did like his regime for a week or something.
Have you seen Liver King?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He eats livers and doesn't shower or.
I don't have the computer pulled up or outside.
And he sleeps on a board instead of a mattress.
He's this dude. He pretty much tries to live like a caveman, right? I mean, like that's his whole MO is to live like primitive and like our ancestors did. Mm-hmm. He eats like raw liver, like raw testicles.
He makes those like, meat smoothies where you just put red meat in and you mix it up till it's a smoothie and then you just chug it.
He doesn't use deodorant. He does like you said, kind of caveman-based workouts. Just moving heavy weights across like distances. He works out like in the rain. He like sleeps outside all the time.
Based on his physique, it doesn't look like he's only doing.
There's 100% on steroids as well.
But also, I mean, there's no way this motherfucker isn't using like actual like bench presses and dumbbells. And
he works out for sure.
Yeah.
He's not just moving boulders.
No.
It's like that's not just moving boulders.
He does go out and do. So I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and they were talking about it. He goes out to Africa, and they go on, not really safaris, but they just go out and they do like wild hunts, and they don't bring anything. Like they just fucking go out and walk around, literally with the Maasai, and.
I met a Maasai. He showed me how to do a Maasai dance.
But he was just talking about all this crazy stuff. I mean, he's not crazy. I think the stuff that he talks about is pretty.
No, I don't think he's crazy. He's just got a specific lifestyle.
He's also a liar, though.
Crazy. That's the important
I feel like he's a fraud. I feel like at this point, I would say a fraud.
When I looked up Liver King just now, one of the first things that popped up was Liver King exposed.
I think he lives the life that he says, but I also think he's on steroids.
A little extra.
I feel like everything he says he does is true, but he leaves out a lot. Yeah. He leaves out the fact that he's also on a slight bodybuilding regimen, both diet and working out. I think he leaves out the fact that he's got abdominal implants. You know, I feel like
I don't know. I don't know if he does or not. Yeah, people try to say he's got like it's like fake abs. It's like fake titties, but for abs.
Like silicone abs?
Yes. I don't think he has that.
That's just weird.
I used to have
if
abs.
that's the case, I mean.
Now, does he also probably have freak genetics? Yeah.
I'd say that's a major.
I think that's a big role.
Yeah.
I mean, because you think about there's so many NFL athletes who you can look at and research who are just shredded to the bone and are just naturally huge, and they're like, oh my, what do you eat? They're like, I mean, I eat like pixie sticks and like licorice and like Snickers bars, and I sleep like, I go to sleep when I want to, but I go out and party all the time.
Well,
like,
you can
freak genetics, dude.
but you can do that too. If you're on the regimen that they're on, where they're working out every day, you could do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, dude, I watched a 3-hour podcast of Aaron Rodgers, and Joe Rogan was like, dude, so how like strenuous is like your NFL regime? And he's like, dude, it's not.
He's
bad
different.
At all.
He's a quarterback. Bro.
That's true.
He's a quarterback.
He's
They don't have
quarterback.
to. They don't need to put on muscle, because if they put on too much muscle, their freaking throw.
That's
will
true.
be
It's
off.
different than like Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They
That's
had an
true, but
interview with him, and he's an actor. He doesn't do like sports and stuff like that. So he talked about how like since he became a celebrity, he could afford and have the schedule for like a daily plan with a plan. Like he has a chef.
Yeah, if you have a professional chef, nutritionist, and personal trainer,
It's exactly
easy because
That's
you
what
don't
I'm
have to
saying.
think about it. There's no effort, and you don't have to think. So, hey, here's your meal. Eat this.
That's exactly what he was
Here's
saying,
your
though.
workout. Here's exactly what we're doing. You don't have to look up anything. You don't have to research anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to cook anything. Here's everything you have to do. You just
That's what
literally
I
have to
need.
just
pretty
do
much
it.
what he was saying. But
I need
he
you
was
to do that for me.
making and he was making it like into a joke because it was like people were like, how can I do that? He's like, okay, well I assume you have a personal chef and a personal trainer and all this. He's just like, just have your personal chef, and
But
he's going
still,
through
to be
everything
an
that you just
NFL
said.
level, even a quarterback, you have to be in at least relatively decent shape.
Yeah,
You
it
can't-
doesn't just come
Oh, yeah.
naturally.
But they're not out there
Doing
they're not out there
football
lifting
does not-
weights, though.
No, they're
Give
not.
me
They
Yeah.
are, but they're not like lifting like
Heavy weights.
Yeah, they're not lifting heavy weights, low reps. They're not trying to build muscle.
No.
They're just trying to maintain.
No. So.
Yeah.
But on another note, on another liver king, aka another liver eater, y'all been watching this Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix?
Documentary.
Well, not documentary, but show.
Well, it's like a docu-series.
Docu-series, yeah. It's like a reenactment or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
What about? Have you seen how like accurate it is?
Yes.
From what I've
Like
heard,
comparisons, like you have like a scene and then you have like a real interview of Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah.
Dude, the actor they got to play him, so you know what his first movie was?
I know he was on American Horror Story.
Yes. That was not his first movie. His very first major role is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Glee?
Never Back Down.
Oh. I think
He
was
played
on
Max Cooperman, Never Back Down.
I
He
think
played
so.
he played a nerd in high school. Never Back Down. And his next big role was the American Horror Story series.
Yeah.
And he was like a headliner for that show. And then he got into this, and I think he's done an outstanding job.
It's unreal how good the acting is for the Jeffrey Dahmer series, because like you really feel like that's Jeffrey Dahmer.
I've been
when
planning
you
on
watch
one. I
it.
still haven't started it.
I didn't know he was so First of all,
Intense?
I didn't know he was gay.
I didn't either.
And I also didn't know
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I also didn't know he was into specifically colored dudes,
Yeah.
like black dudes, and then Mexican/Asians.
Yeah.
Not white dudes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he ate people.
There were a few.
I
There
just
was
knew he
like a
killed people.
handful of white guys in there. Yeah. You know that he had like 17 people that he killed?
Yeah, he kept their IDs. Also, his neighbor, I guess, it's a black lady who
I
lived.
can't remember what her name was, but
Cause I just watched. Episode 7, and the episode was named after her name because it was like all about her and how many times she had called the police to report what was going on in his apartment because there was a constant smell. The smell was decaying human flesh.
Yeah.
And she smelt it constantly. And his excuse every single time was, hey, I tried this new recipe, cooking barbecue. I tried this new
He's the
recipe.
liver king.
my refrigerator went out.
My refrigerator went out. My AC went out. Whatever. I'll take care of it over the weekend. And he would get rid of it
Months and
temporarily.
months. Yeah.
It's the
And then it would come back.
original Liver King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally. That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
Like, but what I saw online where they had, I remember it was on TikTok. I remember seeing people had shot for shot Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment and the apartment from the show.
Very similar.
I'm telling you, when I saw the pictures of his actual apartment, I thought it was the set of the show. Like, it is identical.
Really?
Yes. It's like...
Didn't he set up like a shrine and had like skulls and heads in his refrigerator?
I know that
In
he had
his
a head in
refrigerator,
his
I don't know if it was a
Or-
shrine, but he definitely had that stuff in
Yeah.
his apartment.
He had like a big
He had
barrel
like a
full of acid.
diagram, yeah, of a shrine he was planning to set up.
Yep.
I saw like a document. I've seen it, all the documentaries before the Netflix shows came out.
Like I said, it's a 10 episode series, and each episode's about an hour. I'm currently on episode 8, and it's amazing. Every episode's been awesome.
When the thing came out about Ted Bundy and then now him, apparently there's all these people thirsting after the killers, which is really disturbing.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, like episode 1, he brought that up.
Especially women. For some reason. I don't know why.
Crazy.
They're talking about like how all these women think like he's so hot, and they can't even think about
Especially Ted Bundy.
They can't even comprehend the fact that this is a serial murderer.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, but like, look how good he looks with his shirt off. Like, they
That's
can't even
so
think
gross.
about anything else.
Well, you know what's...
Well, I think it makes them more, or these people who are attracted to him, I think it
Well,
makes
it's
them
just-
more attracted. I think that's why they're attracted to him.
What's
is
what's so scary?
the fact that he's a
too-
killer.
Well, Ted Bundy himself actually, there was all these women in love with him who would send him letters while he
Yeah.
was in prison.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the same with Jeffrey Dahmer.
There was several because there was also what's the one from with the hippies where he would make them
Charles Manson.
Yeah, Manson had this huge
Cult following.
cult following, and I think the vast majority of them were like women obsessed with him or something. And he was just like an old dude with long hair.
One of the crazier points about Jeffrey Dahmer to me is that, like you said, most of his victims were like African American people or like people of color. Like, not only that, like I feel like a lot of these other may sound a little bit whatever when I say this, but a lot of other serial killers are like killing women or kids and stuff. Dude, I don't think maybe like 2, and I'm not trying to, whatever, but maybe 2 of his victims were like under the age of 18. Everybody else was like 20, 25, 26 years old. Like
Fully grown adult males,
like, bro.
Large black. These are not scrawny black.
That's what I'm
dudes.
saying.
These
bro.
are like in shape.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Large. Now, but a lot of people also don't know Jeffrey Dahmer, military veteran.
I didn't know that.
I mean, went through. Now, he was discharged earlier
crazy.
than his normal ETS date because he had a drinking problem in the military. So that became an issue, and he was discharged because of that. They gave him an honorable discharge because he really didn't do anything wrong. He just had a drinking problem.
They didn't eat one of his squad mates.
So, right. He didn't do...
That they know of.
Right. Now, the show... Later in the episodes, I'll give this away. It insinuates that while he was in the service, he did like sexually assault 1 or 2 people in the military, but there was no murders.
Yeah.
So he completed his
whatever year this was, that was okay.
He
So,
completed his
it
basic
was
training
still
in
honorable.
AIT,
yeah.
but he didn't kill anybody while he was in service, and then he was discharged just because he had a drinking problem, essentially. So
Yeah.
he was physically fit. And obviously, being in the military, you're going to learn some stuff that's going to help you self-defense wise.
Already had some problems going on.
What's crazy too is that like whenever they did arrest him, they did all these interviews. I don't know if you saw it, where he talks about how like he's like, don't blame my parents, don't blame my dad, mom, or my raising. Like I just am different. Like you guys should.
He
kill
knew
me.
that from when he was a child.
Yeah, he literally said like you guys should kill me. Like I am insane. Like get me out of here.
Like, didn't the way they discovered he was killing people was someone escaped and he had drilled a hole into their skull and like put
if you
drugs
watch the
into their
show,
brain?
in the very first episode, he gets arrested, and it's because he had a guy that he'd met at a bar, got him over to his house, drugged him. I think that's how he got all of them.
He drugged him
The
through
majority
his
of
skull.
his victims, he
was
drugged them
talking
and
about-
then he
No,
would
that's-
strangle them.
That was a different person. That was a 14-year-old that he did that to. But this person, in the first episode, he gets arrested because he lured a guy over to his house, and then he got away, essentially. And then the police, dude, the whole series pretty much, like, how many times did the police come over to his house? Bro?
He got away from the police. I don't even know how many times. And there was one time he even got arrested for sex abuse, but it wasn't like rape. So, and the judge was like, listen, you know, I think you look like a decent guy. You remind me of my son. You know, I don't want to send you away for the rest of your life, so I'm going to cut you a break. So essentially, here's probation. So not only did a lot of police let him go, but a judge let him go. So, and he was convicted.
What year was round about?
So
70s.
he was
Late
70s?
No, it was late 80s, right? Early 90s.
Jeffrey Dahmer was born in 1960.
Yeah.
So he was an adult at technically 78, and I think he started, 79, he was 19, was his first murder, and it was the hitchhiker.
He was living at his house.
He was living at his mom's house because his mom was psycho, and his mom abandoned him.
She was a schizo.
So he lived at his mom's house because she abandoned him, and he just had a place to stay. So that's when he started drinking, and he would just like drink alone all the times, and then he would like fantasize about like all these guys
and also didn't he like all of his murders? Wasn't he drunk for every single one of them? Like because he was like crazy.
He was drunk for like literally all of them.
Yeah, I think what it was like. This may be an interview or not, I'm not sure, but he was pretty much saying like he couldn't do it if he was sober. If he got drunk, like it was happening.
Yeah, and there was one, and if anybody is planning on watching the series, one of the episodes goes into like a full entire episode is about one of his victims, and it's like the whole life of one of his victims, and it kind of makes you like have an emotional connection to his victim. Like it was a deaf black guy, and it showed like his whole life and all the struggles he went through being deaf. And like trying to be a model, and then like trying to he couldn't find a partner because like back in those days like being deaf was a huge turnoff in the gay community because they're so small,
and it was harder being gay in general.
It was harder being gay in general and being black.
And being black, yeah, for sure.
So it's crazy.
And then he had to run in with Dahmer.
I know
the biggest
I know that we're like
issue,
talking about it like somewhat lightheartedly, but like if you are not used to, if you're a sensitive person and you do not want to watch that stuff, like, or hear about stuff like that.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Do not watch it, because it is intense as hell.
Yes.
Like,
I haven't even started
graphic,
it.
It's intense, it's realistic, so if you're just looking for a lighthearted show, do not watch it.
I know that I'm, like, not a very sensitive person, and me just watching the first episode of the guy getting away, and me just watching, not knowing that he gets away, I'm just trying to think of myself in his shoes. I'm like, oh my God. Like, that has to be terrifying. Like, insane. Like, I don't know. And the part about it is, like, so many people had that same exact experience, but they didn't get out of it. That's like...
And Jeff Dahmer said after he got arrested in one of his interviews that he's like, he truly is like, I did not want to.
Yeah.
I did not want any of my victims to suffer. He's like, I would drug them, and when they were unconscious, I would strangle them. He's like, occasionally, I knew that wasn't going to work out for whatever reason. The drugging wouldn't work. They didn't want to drink anymore or whatever, and he knew. So he would bludgeon them, but he would bludgeon them from behind or a surprise. So he never had any intention of wanting them to feel any pain. Now, he didn't obviously intend to kill them, but he did not want them to feel pain. Which I
so what
can't
you're saying
say.
is he's not that bad of a guy.
What I'm saying is, I mean, I'd have him over on a podcast.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. But,
yeah. I mean, I make my own cocktails, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't take a drink from the guy.
Here's a whiskey coke, like, bro, I drink vodka.
Yeah. But yeah, all right. Well, let's move on a little bit.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, guys. It's Bricked Up. Welcome back. It's Elisha, AJ, Rose, and Keaton. Welcome to the show. I know it was a somber intro talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. Go watch the show, unless you're sensitive to this stuff. But it's not a show; it's a documentary.
Right.
But yeah, so we have a couple questions. We're gonna start off with the Mount Rushmore. Which one of y'all want to start it off?
Let's start with the fast food.
Yeah, but which one of y'all wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
We'll go like this and then go back.
So if anybody's not familiar with Mount Rushmore, essentially we're looking to eventually score the top 4, essentially the faces of fast food. I think we're going to go specific items on fast food menus.
You cannot pick an item that you can get from another place.
Right. So hypothetically, let's say I say McChicken McDonald's.
Yeah.
Nobody else can choose a McDonald's
Yeah.
item.
No. You can choose another McDonald's item, but you can't just say cheeseburger because you can get cheeseburger from anywhere. You can't say like, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Okay. Mine's pretty easy. I have to go McDonald's snack wrap. Number 1.
Okay.
I don't even know if I've had that.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Well, because when I had them at their prime, they had 3 flavors. They had the ranch, chipotle, or the honey mustard. So that's
what it is just a tortilla with like chicken tenders in it with lettuce and then cheese and then whatever sauce.
Yep.
But you can't get it anywhere else. Well, I mean, you can get some variation, but
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thing.
Have you guys had Whataburger?
It might be me.
I have not.
It's in the South, like Whataburger.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with it. What's your item? Are you going
My item?
Whataburger?
Yeah, like they're. I mean, every like McDonald's, Burger King, Culver's, they all have like the deluxe or whatever. But Whataburger, their deluxe is different than everyone else's, and that is better.
So is it a cheeseburger, hamburger specifically? What do you?
They got the animal style.
It's the cheeseburger with lettuce and tomato and onion. You know, the basic thing, but there's something different about it that's better.
Specifically the Whataburger cheeseburger.
So Whataburger, cheeseburger.
Whataburger. It makes you say, what a burger, after eating it.
Okay. Elijah?
Taco Bell.
Ooh, there's so many options. They're all so good.
We had a whole conversation about it. I've never been a fan of Taco Bell.
Okay, if you get their, like, what is it, the breeze thing? The slushy breeze. What's it called? Come here. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Their chalupa's pretty good.
Everything there is good.
But yeah, if you put vodka in the slushies of Burger King, it's amazing.
So my number 1 pick. Sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulties. My mic was going crazy. Number 1 pick. Taco Bell, Baja Blast.
Yeah,
Going with
that's
the
what it's called.
Drink
I don't know.
off the rip.
Okay.
Drink off the rip. Baja Blast.
Add the veg.
I'm going with the. Apparently, I heard they're not making them anymore, but the spicy chicken from Burger King.
Love it.
That's good.
Love it.
It's crispy chicken.
It's thick.
Sandwich. Yeah, it's thick.
It's meaty.
And they have a spicy option. It's so good.
I'd say it's top 3 chicken sandwiches out
I'd
there.
say it's top 2. I'd say it's up there with the spicy chicken deluxe Chick-fil-A.
Chipotle. I mean, Popeyes, bro.
Chipotle.
Yeah. Are we counting that as
Popeyes is number 1. Yes. What? It's got a drive-through.
So with the Mount Rushmore,
Popeyes fast food for sure.
Does that mean you have to name 4 things, or
so
just
that
one
was
thing
round
that,
1.
like...
We're doing 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go. Your turn again, AJ.
Oh shit! My turn again. So yeah, the spicy
So
chicken.
from that first round, like how does that work again?
So you got what'd you pick?
No, I'm sorry, snack wrap.
Snack wrap.
So that's my number 1
Whataburger,
for my Mount Rushmore.
Whataburger, Baja Blast, Chicken. Then he goes. I go.
Okay,
Right.
And then at the end, are we all going to choose a cumulative like what we think would be the best?
We can, but it's more or less what the audience thinks.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. So AJ, you're starting around.
So I guess my next one is I don't even know if y'all would know what I'm talking about, and I don't think they have it anymore. But when I was a kid, it's a McDonald's thing that they had when I was younger, and they renamed
They still have
it.
Happy Meals.
And you get a toy.
The Pokemon cards? Yeah. No.
Beanie Babies.
So it had 2 names because I think they were like sued by Burger King for the name or something, and so they renamed it. But it was first I think it was called the Big Extra, and then they renamed it as the Big and Tasty, and it was just a regular burger, but I guess it was just pretty big and had a bunch of stuff on it. I don't even remember, but for whatever reason, it tasted different than most fast food burgers, and I really liked it.
Okay. Big and tasty McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch it. Cap.
Wendy's.
Frosty.
Frosty, bro. Come on.
Okay.
It's got to be the
Surprise in
Frosty,
there,
bro.
Roserade.
okay, I don't have a lot of experience with fast food. The Whataburger really made an impact on me.
I'd count Panera if you're a big Panera fan.
Panera counts.
Definitely counts. The broccoli cheddar.
See, that's what the issue we'll run into.
It's
like,
got
hell. If
it has a drive-through.
Yeah, whatever has a drive-through.
If it has a drive-through.
What about
so many things.
Okay. What's
Starbucks?
that red and white place?
Red Velvet?
Arby's?
Cane's?
Freddy's?
No, it's
Wendy's?
like they sell
Arby's.
like cheesy fries.
Sonic?
Oh, Checkers?
No, it's the one that I'm always talking about.
Rallies?
No.
Yeah, Rallies. That's what I'm
Rallies.
thinking of.
I thought you were going
What
to
are
say
you
Steak and Shake.
Oh, steak.
I was like, yes!
Yeah, Rallies. Rallies has some good
Okay,
stuff.
so
Rallies fries?
Rallies is good.
Rallies
Yeah,
is good. You could say
Rallies. I think it was like cheesy fries or something that I had once.
They're
Okay,
good.
Yeah,
It's
Rallies.
very
Rallies cheesy
memorable.
fries. Okay.
Rallies fries are good
Yeah,
in general.
Rallies in general is good.
Dude, I'm gonna go super basic.
Basic.
Taco Bell soft taco. Man, beef or chicken.
Oh, you're taking
What
the
about
L
the
on this
hard
one. I'll let you take it, but
I think they stopped doing the shredded chicken, but that shredded chicken was good.
Dude,
I think
they
still
have
do
grilled
it.
chicken or shredded chicken.
yeah, they still do it.
Yeah,
Really?
they still do
Yeah.
it. I get it all the time. Yeah, literally, just your standard,
Have you had the Fresca taco, bro? You trying to hit that? You trying to hit that? Not cheap but cheap meal. Hit that Fresca taco.
trying to hit
It's
those macros and get
that's what
that
I'm saying.
double chicken on the shredded chicken taco.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So now go again.
Okay. So starting off round 3, I'm gonna go. Can I say Qdoba?
It's got a drive-through.
Okay.
I've
I'm
never
gonna
seen
go.
a
I'm gonna
Qdoba with
go
a
Qdoba chicken queso burrito.
Never seen a Qdoba with a drive-through.
They have it, bro.
Yeah,
and Chipotle has one.
If the city is big enough.
It's
Never
also
seen
on
it.
It's in the
DoorDash.
small towns.
They deliver.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
You can get Indian
And
food.
then-
That's true.
See.
You can
So
get, like expensive
Yeah.
sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, it doesn't count. DoorDash don't count.
So does Qdoba count?
I think so.
I guess if you can find one with a
It's fast
drive-through,
food.
apparently he's
It's-
seen it.
It's not a dine-in. It's
not.
It's not a dine-in, so I consider it fast food.
What's not a dine? Qdoba it's a dine-in.
You
I mean,
you
all
consider
McDonald's is a dine-in. That
I consider dine-in a waiter is coming to your
Yeah.
table and bringing
Yeah.
you drinks.
Okay,
That does
so,
not have.
so Subway counts as fast food?
yes.
yes,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes. So I'm gonna
Subway
go,
has a drive-through.
I'm gonna go with Qdoba chicken
What
queso
Subway
burrito.
has a drive-through?
A shit ton of them, bro.
I've never seen that either.
Oh, I've seen a lot.
I've seen a
of
lot.
Yeah, a lot of Subways.
Subways have
Dude, that
drive-thrus.
literally changes both of my first answers.
Okay, I would say Starbucks venti green tea frappuccino, but you got to make it with whole cream instead of milk. That's what made me like nutritionally
We just
survive.
got 1,000 female subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say pumpkin spice, bro.
it's like
Pumpkin
if
spice.
you need
That's a good-
calories
Oh, I know my last.
That's
My
a
last
good
one's
one.
easy.
and you need to survive, then that's what I would do when I was a nurse aide for
Okay.
like
That's
my
a
30
solid.
minutes lunch.
I like that. That's probably my favorite one of your choices so far.
Yeah. So yeah, make it with whole cream, no milk.
The fact that you had a substitute makes it so
Yeah.
specific to the women audience.
Yeah.
You can't just say I want this. You have to say
Can't
have the green
substitute
tea.
this for this,
Yeah.
and I want
Have the
this for
green
this,
tea.
and I want whole cream, and I want almond milk, and I want whipped butter, and I want the butter heated, and I want
Whipped heated butter
Yeah.
in your frappuccino.
yeah, and also salted a little bit.
I might
Elijah round 3.
I might get a little bit of flack about this because the internet hates this place. Arby's
Depends what you say.
curly fries.
They have the meats.
I'm good. I'm good with it.
I think a good sauces to go with it.
So Elijah has yet to have an entree.
But you can't get anything.
He's got a drink, a dessert, and a side.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
he's
we're talking
saving
about
his final four for an
specific.
entree.
We're talking about specifics.
That's true.
I got a good entree for you.
Have y'all ever had In-N-Out?
Oh yeah, that's a
No.
West Coast thing.
Yeah.
Never had it.
Okay.
AJ,
It's not
Well,
that special.
everything. My whole palate's entirely changed.
we got 2 chances to make up for it, so let's make up for it right here.
2 back to back.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is your last 2 right here.
So I'm gonna go with the from Firehouse.
Ooh, classic.
Their beef and cheddar brisket.
Oh,
Fire.
bust.
Fire.
Firehouse brisket. And then you're gonna shit on me for this one, but Subway's Italian BMT.
Trash.
Trash. Subway is trash. After you have Firehouse, Subway is trash.
Bologna, mayonnaise, and tomatoes.
Real quick, I would just like to say that of all the sub places in the world that are a chain, I'm specifying chain fast food Subway or sub restaurants. Firehouse number 1, Penn Station number 2, Quiznos number 3, Subway's last for sure. Last.
Number 1 for me is Jersey Mike's.
I think what I could have the most frequent, what I do have the most frequently, I have this at least once a week, probably more, is because of work, but is Subway. I'd rather eat Subway more frequently, but occasionally when I want a hot sandwich, that's when I'll go to Firehouse because that brisket's so good. If I want if you want a cold
Firehouse is not cold sandwiches.
Right.
They're all hot.
Yep. But then Subway, they have a lot of hot options. I don't ever go with it. I'll get it toasted, but then usually
you could eat Subway every day and be somewhat healthy. If you eat Firehouse every day, you're fucking...
Yeah, so it depends on what type of food I want. But those are my two, is Firehouse brisket and Subway BMT.
And your last one?
No, he said Subway.
Yeah, I said Firehouse and Subway.
Oh, okay.
But can I change one of my previous ones?
Go ahead.
We'll allow it.
Well, in the interest of time, so I don't sit here and think of all the places that I don't originally consider fast food.
If you take mine, I'm going to be so mad.
Never mind. I'll just leave it as an honorary mention. If you don't take it, we'll go on.
There's so many I could pick. We got Taco Bell out here with so many things that you could pick. I haven't even touched on Burger King. I'm going to go McDonald's.
The spicy sandwich, chicken sandwich?
McChicken.
Oh, I consider the spicy chicken sandwich.
No.
Double cheeseburger?
No. Big Mac.
It's not big enough.
Ace in the hole.
You threw your cookout out the window.
I would have had more respect if you said Mac sauce.
Dude, it's...
Mac sauce is the only thing that makes a Big Mac.
I'll say this. Nothing that y'all have said has its own fucking song. So, what is it like? What is it? Sesame seed bun, 2 cheese. Well, I don't forget what it is, but it's got a fucking song.
Yeah, but if I don't know the song, who fucking cares?
Do
you know the song, AJ?
No.
I don't know the song. Do you know the song?
No.
Okay, so 3 out of 4 is 3 know the song, so the song can't be that good.
It's just an
People
average
doesn't know the song.
fast food burger.
Okay.
Sonic.
You
Sonic's
should just say
number
Mac
one burger.
sauce, because I would agree with that.
No.
It is iconic.
Sonic's regular cheeseburger is better than any burger McDonald's
Mac.
has. Sonic's burgers are 1,000 times better.
Rose.
The Burger King
Final.
Okay, let's see. I commend all the Okay, so this is the stuff I survived on because I'm not good at finding things to eat. A Subway is a great place. The other thing I would survive on, and everybody I've met is very against this. I think it's just like a fun little cultural thing to be against it. But Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Oh yeah, a lot of people like
with Chick-fil-A sauce. Everyone's against it because they're like, oh my god, Chick-fil-A is so overrated.
I do not.
I usually hear people raving about how much they love it, and I just think it's
I've never heard anyone rave about it. Whenever I say it, they're like, ew,
throw it out there.
gross. But yeah, waffle fries from Chick-fil-A with the Chick-fil-A sauce helped me not starve in college because I liked it enough.
It's good. Okay. It's really good. A lot of people like it.
Elijah has given me inspiration on my final because I'm not going an entree.
I swear to God, if you say...
I'm going a dessert. Dairy Queen Blizzards.
God, that was one of them.
What about Dairy Queen like chocolate dipped cones?
Double
dipped.
That's cute, but it's not a Blizzard.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I get them.
Blizzard's literally a half price in a Blizzard.
If there's snow falling,
if you can't make it to Dairy Queen, they're half price.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Dairy Queen Blizzard, all toppings, whatever. I'm going Blizzard.
We should have a piece of paper to write everything.
Dairy Queen the day I had my
we'll remember our own. My honorary mention, in the interest of keeping it fast food, what I would consider to be fast food, what I was gonna say until sub places opened up, was the Burger King breakfast croissant.
You're going hard on the Burger King.
Yeah, I am, I guess. I didn't realize I even liked BurgerKing that much. I rarely get it, but...
You love their breakfasts.
That's what I just... Yeah, the breakfast croissant.
Dude, I got like 5.
Sonic is probably my favorite fast food restaurant. And I didn't even put a single of their items on here.
Number 1... Dude, I got so many. Give me 2. Let me get 2.
Go for it.
I used to
Crunch Wrap from Taco Bell.
Fuck yeah.
McDonald's fries.
Okay.
Ew.
Rose.
They're floppy.
What are we doing?
They're not floppy.
Just honorable
Honorable
mentions.
mentions.
They're
okay.
not hard. They're floppy.
I've actually made the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh, is this the
from,
fourth
like,
one?
I made it.
No,
homemade.
this is your honorable
It
mention.
was hard to make.
My
It was really good.
honorable mention. Okay.
So it didn't make your top 4, but you still love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say the Culver's Deluxe. Usually those are amazing. However,
Culver's
the one I
is
had
so
today was not the usual deliciousness.
I just hadn't
But
ever done
normally Culver's Deluxe
Dude,
is
I've had a
the
spicy
best.
chicken that was trash.
The
Usually
It's the
the
best
standard
over
is high.
McDonald's Deluxe and Burger King
I've never
Deluxe.
had it until like a few months ago.
It's good.
So I say Culver's Deluxe, except for the one I had today.
Okay.
Something went wrong with this.
Fazoli's breadsticks.
No.
That is good.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Fazoli's breadsticks, hot, fresh.
They are good.
No, you know what Trump's
Made
at?
and
Oh.
a Krispy Kreme hot and ready.
Seriously?
Ooh.
Krispy Kreme
my
glaze, classic
God.
glaze.
That's so good.
Dude, a dozen Krispy
Oh
Kremes, bro.
my God, that's so good.
None of us said White Castle.
I was making
Yeah.
Dude,
Take it or
but
leave
Chicken
it.
breast sandwich.
now,
fries.
here's the thing. If White
spicy
Castle was able to
hairdo
stay fresh,
until he left.
that's a game changer, but they can't. There's such a small time frame.
It needs to come with a bottle of bourbon. Then that would. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
You're already a bottle of bourbon deep when you're ordering White Castle.
It's like pre-ordering
Yeah, I was
food.
gonna say AJ loves White Castle
When
if
he's
he's
drunk.
really
Only when you're
drunk.
blacked out. So that's why it comes with a bottle, and you're pre-ordering the food to the point where you won't care if it's
Yeah.
cold and left over.
Crave case,
Yeah.
bro.
Like you, I
Give me
think
the
you
Sliders
like.
are a
Yeah.
unanimous
Yeah,
honorable
honestly,
mention.
I went hard on Burger King. You bring up a good point on that. But when it comes to, again, what I normally would consider fast food, I think Sonic is probably the best.
No.
Not even
Ooh.
close, bro.
Yeah, like
But it
they're
also varies. It depends on where you go. Some Sonics,
Some of them are so
suck.
bad, bro.
They true,
Okay,
but then
you
some
get-
of them are amazing.
You're right.
Sonic with like their soft serve with coffee in it, except for hopefully they put cold coffee. One time I ordered it and they put hot coffee in the soft serve, and so it was just like mush. But if they think and put cold coffee in it, but cold serve ice cream, like vanilla ice cream with coffee from Sonic, was amazing.
Oh, I'll down a glizzy from Sonic. Straight up.
Okay, but
Dude,
a
even
Sonic
burger and fries, but the one we usually go to, not the
No, I
bad
know,
one, but the
I
good
know,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that slaps every day.
All right. So what's next there, boss?
Okay, well let's go over each person's ones and let's see, or do you want to or no?
I just
We can't. If I can remember
I don't,
mine.
I don't know if I can.
Mine was Baja Blast, Frosty, Arby's curly fries, and the Big Mac.
I had the Firehouse
Beef and brisket.
beef brisket, Subway BMT, which is basically a spicy Italian. It's the
Trash.
same thing. I had the Big and Tasty and the Spicy Chicken,
I had the snack wrap.
which I regret those two choices
that's a good
already.
choice.
I
I
already
had the
regret
snack wrap. I had a Qdoba burrito. I had a Dairy Queen Blizzard,
That's a good one too.
and I had. I can't remember my last one.
Yeah, soft taco, bro. Trash.
Soft taco.
Yeah.
Trash.
Soft taco.
Trash.
It's so cheap and easy to make your own
It's-
taco,
But you
and
can
it's
get
better.
You can also get a soft taco from like Del Taco.
Dude, just get tortillas and ground
You
beef
should
with
have
the
said,
seasoning.
you
Maybe
should have
that's all
said
you need.
Doritos Locos or something, bro.
And you can put
I
whatever
prefer
you
a
want
soft
on it.
taco to Doritos Locos taco.
No, bro.
Make a it's so easy to make a taco. That's like
It's fast food, bro.
yeah, I know. It doesn't.
Go,
I don't wanna get something I can
go
just-
to Subway. Oh, you make your own sandwich, bro. It's
Yeah, but-
that easy.
If you can make it better and it's super
You
easy
can
and
make the
convenient-
Subway sandwich way better.
Yeah, but there's
I will say
more
this,
shit to it. Like, a
Qdoba
taco's just like
Qdoba and Subway. I
done.
hate people who are like, I hate Qdoba, I hate Subway. Like, bro, it's your fault if you hate those things because you literally tell them what to put in it.
yeah.
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 I can't
Like,
believe
literally, if
you
you
said-
hate it, it's your fault.
Yeah, dude, Subway, I've always gotten the Chipotle Southwest as the sauce, but I've recently discovered
Dude,
the
sweet
garlic
onion chicken
aioli.
teriyaki.
They're both amazing. Their sauces, I didn't realize how hard their sauces slap. That people don't even get most of. Like, a lot of times they'll just get, like, the fucking salt and pepper.
Abby loves the Southwest. I like the sweet onion.
Southwest is great. The garlic aioli, didn't even know about it till a few weeks ago, and I think it might be, those two are amazing. Anyways.
Okay, so we have another Mount Rushmore, but we'll cover it here after we do this next one. So we're gonna do a Marry Fuck Kill.
Can we? I gotta pee.
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right.
Unless it was a drive-by, then it all falls into the car.
Yeah. But, all right, guys, we're back. So, the next topic we're going to talk about, we're going to do a Marry, Fuck, Kill. So, this one's might be a little quick one. We haven't done a Marry, Fuck, Kill in a while, actually. But this one is Marry, Fuck, Kill, burping, sneezing, and farting.
Who goes first?
I think everybody already knows theirs.
Yep. AJ.
I know what mine is.
What about,
All right.
okay, what about hiccuping?
Everyone kill the shit out of
I
hiccuping.
love hiccuping.
Yeah, fuck.
very
What?
No, that's the
Okay.
worst ever.
Let's address that as soon as we're done here. Yeah, that's
Let's
weird.
address it now and be done with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking,
What do you like about hiccup?
yeah,
It's
seriously.
satisfying. You hiccup and then you feel better, a little bit better.
No,
You
it's
hiccup again,
annoying.
you
You
feel a
don't
little
know
bit
when it's
better.
going to end. You have to be scared to get rid of it. I could go on and on. Hiccuping is the worst.
You
Yeah,
have to be
And they last
scared to
almost-
get rid of your
lasts
hiccups.
forever.
I put hiccuping right next to nausea. Like they're neck and neck. Like they're
Yeah,
both
honestly.
so fucking bad.
I agree. I don't
Yeah.
know which one's worse.
I just have a little
No, there's
hiccup
so many
session.
there's so many different ways to like, okay, hold your breath, swallow
Yeah.
7 times, drink 8 things of water.
be
Like
honest,
it's annoying.
I think I would rather puke.
I heard-
because you
It's-
get it over
you're
with
done.
and it's done. My
Well, I'm
hiccuping
not
can
talking
last
about-
for days.
But we're not talking
It
about
has
puking. We're
lasted
talking about
for days.
Y'all
nausea.
have like hiccup conditions.
Have you ever been nauseous and have nothing in your stomach and you just fucking dry heave?
Yeah.
That's the fucking.
Have you ever
Just
had
a little bit of
heartburn
bile.
and hiccup and it burns your throat?
I'm not a big heartburn guy. I don't get it.
I'm old, dude.
Yeah, well, I've never had it.
Yeah, no, hiccups I despise. I loathe.
Okay, so it's clearly the shittiest.
Except
Sorry.
he likes them
Sorry,
apparently.
Rose.
Somehow they're satisfying
Satisfying.
for her. All right, going back
Okay,
to the original.
you go first. Marry, fuck, kill,
All right.
burping, farting,
I
sneezing.
think
You're going first.
I think we're all gonna have the same things here.
I don't think so.
Mostly. Well, okay, I'm gonna marry sneezing because that shit feels awesome.
No.
I'm fucking farting, and I'm gonna kill burping.
AJ has to scratch the back of his head in order to sneeze.
Well, defend,
Yeah, that's- we'll
defend
talk
what
about
you
that
just said though.
Okay, well, sneezing I enjoy because one, it doesn't tend to last forever for me. Sometimes it will. I mean, it's not gonna a minute max kind of thing. And speaking of farting, and so
You
it's
getting
just
rid of that, bro?
Like
Yes,
what
sir.
you was saying,
Practice each of
it's
them.
satisfying. I enjoy it because it just feels good. and it's
There's
over.
no way a sneeze is more satisfying than a good burp or fart. There's no way.
I think it is.
I think it is.
It
I
doesn't
think it
clear out your stomach, bro.
I think it is.
Dude, you're full and you're at a buffet and you get a huge ass burp and you're like, oh shit. And you burp
Okay.
and you like, I'm about to smash 2 more plates, say $30.
I put sneeze over that, and then farting I think is more satisfying than burping, but they're both kind of like sneezing. I think is way.
So,
what's your-
I'll go with mine. So first off, I'm marrying farting. Let's be honest. I'm killing burping, and I'm fucking sneezing, and this is my reason. So I feel like when you're eating something, just imagine if you have an upset stomach. You know how many times an upset stomach has been fixed by farting, bro?
Okay, which
Like-
part of your stomach is upset? Is like the upper part or your?
But I'm not saying
Backer
every time
part.
that your stomach
I think
hurts
it's
a
bowels
fart,
more.
but like I'm just saying like it helps a lot more. It makes anytime that you fart, it just feels not like amazing, but like a relief. You know what I mean?
Not so much to
Burping,
sneeze.
burping, not so much for me. Like I said, I don't really get like
but there are
acid
the
reflux.
occasional good ones.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt, without a doubt. Did chug a beer, need a burp. You know what I mean?
Chug another
but-
beer then, yeah.
But like, what I'm getting at is, I would actually marry sneezing, but because it is so much higher up in the realm of things that feel good. Like a good sneeze is amazing. Thing is about sneezing though,
I didn't realize
I
they were so
don't.
different in there.
The thing is like, my thought is like, a fart is way more consistent, bro. You fart way more than you sneeze. I fart way more than I burp. Like, my thought
I
is
would
like,
say
I
most
don't.
people fart more than they burp.
You also get
I
allergies
think-
pretty bad where you sneeze so much
Yeah,
that it's
that's true.
annoying.
It depends
I've
if
never
you
had
have
it that
allergies or not. I would say if you take
I think my point
If you have
is
allergies
like,
and sneezing does get annoying. I mean, the average normal sneeze.
I
is very
think
satisfying.
in a like regular stance, like what's more convenient or whatever, it's like burping's probably more convenient than sneezing, but like sneezing feels so much better, and like it doesn't happen that often. Burping, I don't know. The only time I burp is whenever I'm chugging something. For me.
fair enough, Rose.
Okay, so burping, farting, sneezing. I would marry sneezing.
Just like her man.
Because, yeah, I just feel better after I sneeze. It's just nice. I would fucks burping, because that is the second most nice feeling. And then farting, I could leave it or take it. It's not that relieving. So I would kill it.
I think I agree.
It's funny though.
I think I'm the same as Elijah.
Just like how it's funny to kill.
I think I'm gonna definitely kill sneezing because
I didn't kill sneezing.
Oh, I'm killing sneezing because to me of the three it feels the least good for me.
It's the most. It's the best one.
I disagree,
weird.
Dude.
I feel like currently, if you
We both
sneeze, it's the
agreed
most
as far as-
socially unacceptable.
I'm
It's the
gonna
most expensive
marry.
to sneeze.
I think I'm gonna marry.
Of course, what you marry is the most expensive, though.
I think I'm gonna marry farting because, like Elijah said, it's the most consistent, and you can rely on it. It's never gonna let you down. You have to be careful every once in a while because if you
Okay,
do
it can let you down.
But
it can let you down big time.
What I
can
didn't
deceive
consider
you,
is the
whether it's
humor
a fart
aspect of
or-
it. Sometimes in the right context, it can be funny.
Yeah,
More so than the other
Unless
I would say a sneeze is rarely funny.
two. Yeah.
Sneezing is never funny.
It's only ever funny if somebody sneezes
Like
at
10
you,
times.
and you're like, holy shit.
It's more.
But
annoying.
It's not
also,
even
but
funny.
also, still not funnier than a fart.
okay, what about everyone
Why
I
is it
know
fart?
who's
and then I'll
everyone
fuck, and then
I
I'll
know
fuck
who's had a
burping.
fart? They've all had a fart that deceived them, and it was actually
Yeah, that's true.
But that's
We have
also all
been-
marriages.
We have been betrayed by the fart.
Yeah, when you say marry, you mean consistently you choose this one, but that does not mean you're not have to be careful.
You
For
take
better
the
or
good
worse.
with the
For
bad.
better
For better
Good
or
with the
worse,
bad,
bro.
yeah.
I'm marrying farting.
in sickness and in health.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, marrying
Okay,
sneezing.
so all right, that's fair enough. We were different. I expected more similarities. but
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
I don't. No. Okay, so that was pretty quick. So the next thing is we're gonna go back to the Mount Rushmore, and I think AJ should probably start this one off, considering he got the shit end of the stick the last time because he's on the end. So we're gonna do comedy movies.
No,
Oh fuck. Dude.
I
I'm gonna
know
have to look at
all
my
about
phone.
movies.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
Honestly, I think it's looking better off the top of your head, guys.
I'm looking it up. I don't care.
I'm not even looking it up. I just got a list.
I mean, I already
Cinema.
know my number one.
I'm winging it.
I
I'm not
know
even
what
getting
my
my
number
phone.
one
I'm
is.
winging it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I know I'm gonna.
No,
Forget
you need to
better.
look. Bro, there's some bangers on here.
Who's going first? AJ?
I'm
AJ.
supposed to, but I'm still thinking.
Just say what your favorite comedy is, man.
Dude, just think about it. What movies do you consistently go back to? Like, I love this movie because I think it's constantly funny.
What what have you put on the list?
What have you
for
watched the
funniness?
most? Just think of a movie that you've just watched the most. Like, God, that's just a waste.
Don't
Well,
you
none of the
take
best
mine.
ones I'm thinking of are things I've even seen in a long time.
Doesn't have to be just something
Yeah.
that even it could be from your childhood. This made me laugh so fucking hard.
That's because he likes Maddie Matt. What's his name?
Marky Mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know you love the other guys.
I literally.
Marky Mark.
I think
He's in all the-
I think I'm actually. I was stuck between that and another one.
Just pick it, bro.
I'm going with the other guys.
All right, number one, Happy Gilmore, is what it
That
is.
was on my possible list too.
Okay. I'll go with White Chicks because it's the first thing on my mind.
That's
It's the
a-
first
that's a
comedy.
I
solid
love
banger.
that
I love
movie.
White
That's-
Chicks.
I love that movie.
Love White Chicks.
The first non-documentary entertainment I ever saw. I saw it was when I was like 14.
All right, I'm gonna kick it old school. Dumb and Dumber.
I
Dude,
thought about
that's a
that too.
good one.
Thought about that
Dumb and
too.
Dumber, dude. Dumb and
Oh
Dumber.
fuck, that might be better.
It might surpass Happy
Be-
Gilmore because Happy
Oh
Gilmore was up
my
there for
God.
me. All right, my number
Dumb
two,
and Dumb. Go ahead.
Grandma's Boy.
Oh, I love
That's
that movie.
so much better than what I
Fuck,
picked.
that was on my list.
I knew I was gonna forget good shit
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
That
I think
been
I've
meaning to say
already
that.
stole the title, dude. For
Yeah,
I still got a good
Grandma's
one. I still got a good
Boy.
one in the chamber, bro.
That's one of the best.
I got one
We
in
need
the
to
chamber,
watch
and
that.
AJ's gonna be mad when I say that.
I like when they do
Yeah.
that.
Grandma's Boy. Fuck. All right.
Okay. The next one I can think of that I laughed at a lot was the Fantastic Six or the Ridiculous Six. It was like
It's like the Western one.
I stopped
it's the Western
watching
one.
Yeah.
Where the dumb one was like Jake from Twilight, which
It's
I
a
never
Seth
saw
MacFarlane
Twilight,
movie, right?
but it was funny.
I literally stopped watching it because I thought it was just not funny.
It was too funny for you to handle.
Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe.
My number 2, Superbad.
That's a classic. It's a classic. I love it. It's an OG Jonah Hill breakthrough.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Superbad?
remembering. Yeah, is that the one where the cops are like, "Hey, you want to shoot my gun?"
Yeah.
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 That is
McLovin.
good. Yeah,
McLovin.
I am McLovin.
McLovin.
Okay, that's a good one.
Oh, I got another good one. I got one I'm going to say for the very end. I don't think anybody else will say it.
I think I got.
Yeah, I got one of those too. In
Well,
fact-
you got back to back, so.
You got back to back.
Oh, perfect. So I'm gonna. Oh, fuck. All right, so this one, I doubt anybody here has seen it. But God Bless America.
With Eddie Murphy.
No.
No, that's Coming to America. That's a fucking
Yeah, no.
solid one, too.
God
Well,
Bless
I thought you were
America.
gonna say like Beverly Hills Ninja.
God Bless
He doesn't like,
He loves Beverly Hills Ninja.
That's a good one. Yeah.
He showed me.
I showed it. I remember.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Dude, when we were in elementary school, dude, some macaroni and cheese and some fucking Beverly Hills Ninja.
Eat them with fucking chopsticks. And salt and vinegar chips. So
It's
don't
so
go
classic,
with it at all.
dude.
Yeah. But God Bless America is not super famous, and there's no one famous in it. But it's super dark. It's about this guy who, I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but he's this veteran.
Ruin it.
Spoiler.
The general idea,
Spoiler.
it's a veteran who's suicidal, and right before he blows his brains out, he's watching the news, and there's this girl who's like, "I'm just mad that my dad only got me an Escalade and not something else." Some like teenage actress from California, and he just like puts the gun down, gets in the car, and drives over there to murder her, and he becomes he pretty much becomes a serial killer. But it's a comedy, so it's just like a dark comedy. It's really fucked up, but. That's probably one of my favorite
sounds hilarious,
comedies.
bro.
You gotta watch it. And then I guess Pineapple Express.
Oh, dude, that's a good one.
Pineapple Express is
That's a top. That's a top one for sure.
It's solid.
Wait,
had
I
to-
need 4, right?
That was your 4, right?
No, he's
Oh
on,
no, he's got one last more.
No,
You
now he's going on 3. He's only named 2.
What was
Because
your
I
first?
started.
No. My first one was the other guys. I started.
The
He
other
started,
guys. He
yeah.
started.
Oh, so he's done 3.
2,
He's done 3. You got
Yeah.
one more. After you got one more.
Oh, okay.
So you have time to think about your last one.
Gotcha.
Step Brothers.
Classic.
Step Brothers. It's cliche. Step Brothers.
Okay. Are we counting TV shows?
I didn't even think about that.
Well, we're talking
Well-
about movies.
Well, she hasn't seen many movies.
Yeah.
If you don't say The Hangover right now,
It's like
You
the only
have to
other one she's
consider
seen.
that I've seen almost none of famous anything, and
Hangover's a classic.
I've
still doing
seen
an honorable
episodes
mention
of
round.
Reno that made me laugh. So,
Wait, Reno 911?
911.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bad show, but it has some gold moments that just
It's
make
not
you
a
laugh.
bad
Yeah.
show.
So
It's the
I
same
haven't
thing.
I haven't seen
Whatever.
all of Reno 911, but I've seen the parts that I have seen. I thought was really funny, and so
Yeah.
I'm saying Reno 911.
Point is, does have some awesome, hilarious.
Okay. This is an older. It's actually a movie series. There's a couple of them. Rush Hour.
Oh yeah. First 3 were amazing. I don't
Chris
know about
Tucker.
any other.
God, bro.
Kills
There are
me.
so,
That was a great
dude,
movie.
I forget about the older movies.
Yeah, that was
That's
a really
so
good.
good.
Rush Hours are good. I love the
Chris
Rush
Tucker
Hours.
is so good.
Yeah, you really.
So I guess I get to go do my
Yeah,
last one. So
yeah.
Rush Hour is my number 3. And I'm stuck between 2. I'm going to go this one. I have one now. And this is a movie that I don't think I would laugh at if I was sober at my current age. But
Okay.
when I watched it for the first time, I could not stop laughing. Kung Pao.
I knew it.
Oh
I
my
literally, I called.
I knew it was gonna be on the list somewhere.
That
I
was
swear,
like-
I was like,
that's one of those
that's a
movies
good
that's
one. It's not my favorite,
It's
but
funny
it's
when you're a kid, kind of thing. Like Scary
it's,
Movie 3
it's
was like my favorite.
it's
as a
slapstick
kid.
comedy is what it is. You know?
It's just so ridiculous.
Oh, that's just a classic.
That just reminds me of
There's so many.
I
good
knew you were
movies.
fucking. I knew you were gonna say that.
my next one is Kung Fury.
Oh yeah.
Solid.
Nice job. Like that scene, like is so impactful to me. What are you gonna do? Nice job.
Rushes the phone and just runs out, jumps off the cliff, shoots his Lamborghini so it opens the door and gets in.
Okay.
That one is so that's gonna be my my next.
That's your last one. Yeah.
Okay, Kung Fury because it's so insane and ridiculous, and I love that scene. Also, I have no other cinematic experience, so Kung Fury.
So I've got plenty of honorable mentions.
We'll give everybody 3 quick ones. Just make them quick.
And honestly, I don't know if this one's better than any of my other honorable mentions, but I'll put it on there just to round off my list. My wife. Fucking Borat, dude.
Borat, yeah.
Borat, bro.
Borat was
my
hilarious.
Like that's classic.
This is my sister, #1 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
Number 3.
Yeah.
She wasn't number 1. She was number 3.
Oh, number 3.
I met this guy in Spain, and he went to Thailand, and he just started talking to people, but he would talk in Borat's accent. And the people he was talking to thought that was his real accent, and so he would like have these whole conversations with them in Borat's accent. And
my wife.
My wife. Yakchamaj. Okay.
AJ.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh my
Classic.
Tropic Thunder.
Fumbled the bag, bro. That's such a good one.
I can't
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna think later and they're like, "Fuck, that would have been my number 1."
All right.
All right, AJ, start off your honorable mentions. Everybody will get 2.
I don't even think I prepared for them. I'm sure I have several, but
just throw off 2 up top of your head. These are top of your heads.
Y'all go first at this point because I don't.
Well,
remember.
okay,
I'd have
Coming
think
to
about it.
America has got to be on the list. It's just an iconic comedy. If we're talking about the Adam Sandler crew, all these people, talking Ben Stiller, bro.
Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Stiller is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
whatever
Zoolander.
he's in,
Especially when he's serious.
Zoolander, Meet the Parents,
Oh,
bro.
Zoolander's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The day
Zoolander.
it was like our 4th or 5th date or something. She met my parents and was like, "We're gonna watch Meet the Parents at my parents' place."
Meet the Parents, dude. What else?
Zoolander is better than Meet the Parents.
Meet the Fockers.
It just depends.
Okay, honorable mentions.
I guess Zoolander.
Okay. Elijah, honorable mention.
Well, I said Meet the Parents. Tommy Boy. Classic.
Okay,
It's a classic.
fair.
I have exhausted
Shanghai
my
Nights.
funniness
Sorry.
of movies.
You've seen
Oh, yeah.
Hangover, and it's fire. Well, it
Me?
was at the time. Yeah.
Well, I think she saw the second one.
I saw it when I was like 13 and still a Mennonite,
doesn't
and
remember
so I was,
I
like,
was 13 when I watched it too, and it was
I
still
was
funny.
horrified the whole time.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
The first
And then
one
my
was
Have I done
siblings
my
got
last
in
one?
huge trouble
Yeah.
for showing it to me.
Okay,
instead
so
of-
I just got a list of 4 quick honorable mentions.
just say them all.
Okay. Elf.
Not even top 5.
It's got funny.
Not even top 5 Will Ferrell.
Okay. Talladega Nights.
Yeah, it's up
Yeah, it's got
It's up there.
This Is the End.
Oh, I did see that. I just like the fact that Emma Watson was in it.
It was just cool. Yeah, it was cool that there were so many celebrities in it. I don't
And
know if it was
Backstreet
that
Boys at
funny.
the end fucking was like the ribbon on top. And then I put you guys might not like it. I put 4 Christmases on there just because the first time I saw
My
it.
I don't think I've
family
seen it.
is obsessed with that movie.
I love it.
It's their favorite Christmas movie. They watch it every single year.
Before Christmas?
4
With Vince Vaughn. It's
Four
Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
I've never seen it.
They
They go to their stepmom,
Yeah.
stepdad's real mom, real dad's house, all in one
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And it's fun. There's really only the first half of the movie is funny.
yeah.
Specifically Vince Vaughn's dad's
Dude,
house,
oh
where
my
with his
God.
brothers are hilarious.
So his brothers are all like MMA fighters, and they just beat the shit out of him for like 30 minutes. Yeah.
And they're like super cheap, and Vince Vaughn's like rich, and he like buys his like nephew like an Xbox, and there's like a $10 spending limit.
Yeah, it's like a Secret Santa type thing.
Yeah.
It's like, how the hell did you find a $10 Xbox?
For me,
like brand
okay, Parks and Recs, the episodes with the Tammys, I think was hilarious because I know so many
Ron
insane
Swanson is the
Tammys that those really made a hilarious
Dude,
impression
I will
on
say, Mean Girls was up there.
The TV show.
I fucking love Mean Girls.
Another one for me would have been the 40-year-old version. It's a classic.
That's pretty funny.
It's
Wait,
hilarious.
Is that the one where he gets waxed?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
he's like
yeah.
actually getting waxed in reality?
Yeah.
Because the actress didn't know.
Yeah,
How to
she
wax.
told me this. Apparently, the actress who did that didn't. She lied to get the role,
Yeah.
saying that she knows how to do it, and she almost ripped his nipple off. So that scream was real
Yeah.
because you're not supposed to wax like on the nipple. Or
Well,
something.
that's why he bled.
Yeah.
That blood was real.
So when he screamed, he was actually like, ah!
One of my ex-girlfriends got me a birthday card one year in high school, and I opened it, and it was like,
It's pretty fun.
All right, so my top 4 were The Other Guys, God Bless America, Pineapple Express, and Tropic Thunder.
What was mine? Happy Gilmore. Oh, God, what was it?
That's why I wrote it
Never
down.
mind.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Reno 911.
they're hard as fuck to remember. Oh, Happy Gilmore, Step Brothers, Superbad, and Borat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had White Chicks. That was the
Yes.
first
Solid.
comedy I ever
Reno
saw in my
911.
life. And Reno 911 and something else that I said.
Yeah.
I had Rush Hour.
That's such a good one.
I had
Ooh,
I've seen that
Office
movie.
Space was-
Those movies.
I-
Office
Rush Hour.
Space was funny.
Yeah, I showed that to her the other day.
Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy was your golden one.
I could
Space.
burn
That wasn't my
building
first
down.
one though.
No.
Okay. But
I
that's
think
the last straw.
Bad Santa.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber,
Dumb
yeah.
and Dumber is
Bad
like,
Dumb and
Santa.
Dumber, dude.
caps it off.
Okay,
Bro.
let's all vote on out of everybody's.
I'm adding
You have to
Office
vote.
Space
You have
to
to
my.
vote on someone's that wasn't yours.
I'm adding Office Space to my honorable mentions.
So out of the 16 top 4s that we had, you have to vote on somebody that wasn't yours.
I'm voting you
Yeah,
almost
Dumb and
exclusively
Dumber,
because of
bro.
Grandma's Boy.
Dumb and Dumber. You.
It was funny when I was a kid. It's not bad.
I'm gonna go
It is
super
funny.
super bad was probably
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Then
I think I don't expect y'all to pick me because I don't think you've seen God Bless America.
but you picked Superbad, didn't you?
I did.
He did.
Superbad, that was mine.
And
I had
Happy
Tropic
Gilmore.
Thunder, Pineapple Express,
Tropic
and
Thunder
The Other
was
Guys.
close.
Ooh.
Pineapple Express was
Actually, you know what? Revoked. I'm taking fucking Tropic Thunder, bro. Tropic Thunder's better. Tropic
Is it?
Thunder should have been number 1.
It is.
Whoever mentioned Zoolander.
It was
Zoolander was
honorary
fun.
mention
Honorary
for me.
mention.
Yeah.
But sorry, didn't mean to revoke it from you, bro.
all
But
right.
Dumb and Dumber is a classic. Like, it's a classic.
I don't think any of us.
Tropic
None
Thunder-
of our number ones were
Tropic,
bad.
Okay.
Tropic Thunder is so offensive. That's why it's so good.
What's the plot of Dumb
Borat's
and
good as
Dumber?
fuck, though.
Two guys
You can
are
show that to her, too.
two guys who live in Massachusetts, or I'm sorry, Rhode Island, drive to Colorado to return a briefcase to like a girl that one
Because-
of the two
because
is
she's hot.
attracted to. Just because she's hot.
Just because she's hot, yeah. And
Who
it
are
was
they?
They're
full
both
of
really
it's
dumb.
full of money.
Actors.
So they go to Aspen and they spend all the money.
And when they
buy,
return
This
this-
is an aspen. You can tell
Yeah.
it's an aspen.
They return
because
this
of the way that it
briefcase.
is.
yeah.
They go to return this briefcase and it accidentally gets opened and they find a shitload of money. So
Samsonite.
these two
so
retards
close.
just spend a shitload of money on just random
Yeah.
stuff.
Literally Lamborghinis and like Gucci fur like
Boots.
coats, like yeah,
Blowing their nose with $100 bills.
yeah.
And it's a
Okay.
commercial.
Yeah.
Who's the actor in Dumb and actor?
Jim
Jim
Carrey
Carrey. Jim
and that
Some
other
other
guy.
The other guy.
Who's just that was his
The other
biggest
guy.
role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Biggest role
Jim,
ever.
yeah, Jim Carrey and another dude.
Dude, liar.
Pants on
Not
Fire.
that good though.
Are you
Not as good.
Get the fuck
It's
out.
been a long time. since.
Truman Show's better.
Truman
no,
Show is
it's not.
amazing.
Anchorman.
It's not funny, but it's
Yeah.
it's a
Good show,
good
yeah.
movie.
Anchorman.
Anchorman has.
That's
some
Will
pretty-
I
Ferrell.
watched like the half.
They should have been
the
on the
first
list, honestly.
couple scenes.
And I know
of
what you're
Anchor.
thinking. The answer is
Anchor.
yes. I do have names for my testicles. The left one is James Westfall, and the right one is Dr. Kenneth Noisewater.
What was that
And the
medieval
upper
movie
part
with
is-
James
Trujillo.
Franco and Danny McBride?
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
Your Highness.
Yeah. I knew it had
That was
something to do
fucking
with
hilarious.
It had something to do with
Your
how I
Highness
knew,
was
yeah.
hilarious.
That's yeah, and the interview. It's like the first 20 minutes are hilarious. The rest don't even watch, but like the first 20, 30 minutes.
I've seen. I think I saw the interview in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
No, they cut it
the
from
interview was
theaters.
good.
They didn't.
It's
or
not.
maybe
The interview was good. It's
pulled it
not
from
top.
theaters
It's not
because
top,
North
though.
Korea actually made threats against the U.S. about
Yeah, they
it.
told them to get rid of it.
And so they
I
did
saw
it
it
first.
before they pulled
and
it.
They actually released it on Netflix first, and I think after like a few months, they're like, "All right, fuck it." And they released
What was that?
it.
So this Sacha Baron Cohen was the actor who played like, Borat.
Yeah.
And so I thought that
He had
dictator was
Bruno.
kind of funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he was like, and he would like he would just do that. He would just do that, and they would just. He thought that they would murder these people, just because he's like they pissed him off. So he just it would just like take him off to like some side or whatever.
This missile isn't good enough. It needs to be pointy.
It has to be pointy. Okay. All right. So on to the next and final topic here.
Final. Okay.
So
Time to get serious.
this is, if you guys don't know, this is going to be one of the, not the last, but it's going to be there's going to be a little break of Sir Keaton over here being on the podcast for a little while. Just because, you know, scheduling. That's literally all it is. Don't fucking read between the lines. That's literally all it is. So,
I pissed
in
him off
honor,
anymore.
yeah, pretty much. No, in honor of Keaton being on here, we have to do an Animal Fight Club. Humans are animals. So we're doing a fight club where it's Darth Vader versus Gandalf, if you want to call him that.
The white or gray.
Yeah.
White or gray.
We never talked about like what's the scenario here.
Before we start the actual fight analysis,
we need to agree on an environment.
So, in order to do this, I think we should go with the most realistic scenario in which they would encounter each other. So, I think we can go ahead and nix space.
For sure.
Because it's not going to happen.
The most realistic would be them in Middle-earth and Darth Vader comes down.
I agree, because I think Darth Vader is sent on a mission. He's like, hey, I think the Emperor's like, hey, we have...
Yeah. Scenario. What's the most viable scenario?
I'm gonna go. Here's the backstory. So, Emperor Palpatine says, "Hey, Vader, we've come up on this planet, and I detect a strong, essentially force-sensitive being, and it's a threat to the Empire. I need you to handle it." That's the story. Okay. Now the scenario is Darth Vader comes in. Now we just have to decide the scenery. Are we on a desert? Are we in a wilderness? Are we in a forest?
I think the most realistic is on a mountaintop because that's closest to space.
I don't disagree. I think mountainous terrain is the most popular.
In the second Lord of the Rings, where they have the battle of whatever at the castle, and then Gandalf comes down from the top of the mountain. Just make it the top of that mountain, but the army's not there. He comes down, he comes down to the top of the mountain, and I guess Gandalf is already at the top of the mountain, happens to be there. Right?
Okay, so we're going to go mountainous terrain.
Sure.
Okay, but essentially, there's flat spots here and there, but it's mountains. They're not in an enclosed forest, so they can clearly see each other.
I don't think it really matters. But
Pause button. I've seen Lord of the Rings, but not Star Wars.
I failed.
What all are... What's his face?
His moves and stuff.
The guy who gags people's powers other than gagging people.
Darth Vader.
Kinky, bro.
Darth Vader. What are his...
He does wear like black
Darth
leather.
Vader.
What are his powers other than being like...
Okay, so he is armed with a single-bladed lightsaber. Okay. The lightsaber is able to cut through essentially anything.
Yeah.
What about
anything
supernatural staff?
It could totally cut through the staff.
Yes.
With like a light on the end.
Yes. Can cut through anything because Darth Vader himself is a mystical being.
Okay, what's Gandalf's staff's made? What's it made out of? Can it cut through that?
Special wood.
Yeah.
I would say, special wood.
Yeah.
So, Darth Vader is also armed with armor. Thick armor.
Not that thick.
Is he?
More
I thought he had a cape.
He's like half.
He does that.
Not even. He's like not even half. He's like half human.
Yeah, he's got.
What's the other half of him?
Robot.
Yeah. Like his arms and legs are
So
like
Darth Vader is half human, half robot.
Well,
so
Gandalf is like a supernatural god, right?
Right.
Okay.
But Darth Vader is the most force-sensitive being
in the universe.
So he's got powers.
So technically,
They both have super
meaning
powers.
he has telekinesis. He can move things with his mind.
So can Gandalf.
Gandalf, no, he can't.
Yep. Have you seen the battle between him and the guy who turned on him in the second movie?
Sauron?
Sauron.
Or Saruman?
Yeah.
He's like-
and they're like
the two
and there's-
towers.
Just
Yeah, the two
whacks him
towers.
against the wall.
At least
like
as long as he has
dog.
a staff.
But he...
So
Okay,
they
but-
both have force push. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll go with Gandalf the White. I'll even give him the stronger version of Gandalf.
I initially, when I thought about this thing, I just thought Gandalf was gonna wipe. But the more I'm thinking about it, I don't think so.
Same. Because
I think Darth Vader is too fucking powerful.
I got two
Hey.
reasons. I was thinking the same thing. I think Gandalf, easy day. But then two things brought it up. One, the
The
lightsaber.
lightsaber alone, bro.
The lightsaber and Gandalf not being able to block it with his staff. And the other reason is they both have force push, but what's Gandalf going to do when he gags?
Chokes him, yeah.
As she says, just gags him.
Okay,
Nothing.
I
pause.
still want
Push him. He can push him.
Okay,
He can push him.
if you're being gagged, can you do anything? Can you? Like what happens?
well,
when
Gandalf
you're
as
doesn't
being-
far
need
as
to say words to
history,
be
as
force
far as
By Darth
history
Vader.
goes,
I
don't think
AJ makes a good
anybody's
point.
gotten
I
out of.
think Gandalf. I think AJ makes a good point in saying that even if Gandalf is force choked, he has the ability to use his. He still has the ability to use his staff.
Yeah.
To do a spell.
Yeah, he doesn't need to say any.
He doesn't have to say
incantation or
anything.
anything. He can just,
No, he doesn't have to say anything.
Which is
at all.
why Dumbledore is not in this equation, because I think Dumbledore would get waxed by both
Yeah.
of these people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Dumbledore would
with
get
go
killed.
with Gandalf, but a soft Gandalf, and I'm not super confident about
What
it.
about a hard Gandalf?
I think Vader would take him. Like I
You're
think
probably right. I just want to
I
say
think-
Gandalf.
Gandalf is potentially more powerful.
I feel like he
but
has
Darth
more up
Vader
his sleeve.
has a lightsaber. If
He can get the
Gandalf
lightsaber
has
out
no
of his
Okay.
yes, Gandalf has no idea what a lightsaber is. He's never seen that. He doesn't even know what electricity is. Like
That's true.
That's a
you gotta,
huge
You gotta
advantage.
think the
knows
environment
what
that
gunpowder
Gandalf has
is.
grown up in, which is straight up fucking medieval.
Sauron was
blades,
like,
bro. Straight
That's
up
it.
blades.
Blades and
Get
shields
the
and bows and
candle near
arrows.
it.
Vader is so much more well versed in dealing with
Dude,
so many different things.
if he saw-
pulled a fucking ship out of the sky, bro,
Yeah.
Shit.
with his
Was it
one
the sky?
hand. He was just like, "Nope, you're not leaving."
Yeah.
A ship,
Oh, a ship. I thought you said
If he
ship.
saw-
like the
Oh.
size of the Titanic.
If
pulled it out of
Gandalf-
the sky.
If Gandalf saw a lightsaber, his first thought might not even be like, "Yeah, it's a sword." He might be like,
He would
"That's
think
a
it's a
staff."
staff.
Yeah.
He's
I'd
like,
be
"That's
like-
made of like magma or something."
I'm gonna
It's
block
magic.
it.
He'd think it's magic.
You try to
I mean,
block it,
obviously,
slice
he would,
right through.
Obviously, he'd be like, "Don't touch that," but like, I don't think he would be. I think there's a big advantage on Darth
Okay.
Vader's side just for the technology alone. Like,
Something else I need
not
to
even that he's
know
utilizing,
because
but-
I don't know about Darth Vader. How is Darth Vader more specialer than like the demon that Gandalf killed?
I think Darth Vader would
have
wipe
The
that
demon,
fucking demon.
the demon essentially, if you really think about it, he's just brute strength.
He's
That's
just
all
big.
he has is
He's
brute
large.
strength.
Well, he's like a what's
He
it
has
called?
a lightsaber as
the
a
Ragnar,
tail.
He has
bro?
a whip.
He has
the-
he has a lightsaber whip.
It's just on fire, though. That's it, though.
That's
It's a
literally
whip that's
it.
on fire.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Yeah,
He's
probably
a- Is that
scarred his
different
foot,
than
but
the
it
saber?
didn't slice
What's
through
that?
his foot.
What's that big ass thing on Star Wars that Luke fought? The Ragnar. What's that thing called? Where he goes down the pit and he fucking kills it.
That's
Yeah.
That's essentially the same thing as
Yeah.
the demon.
Yeah.
And
And,
Luke
like,
fought a
and
huge-
Luke
almost
fucking,
fucked it up.
and Luke was like not even
No, he wasn't even full potential.
no, not even close.
He didn't have a lightsaber.
Kissed
He
his
literally
sister.
didn't have a lightsaber.
Just imagine, isn't it
And he
called
didn't
Ragnar?
even
Am I
know.
wrong here?
No, it's a fucking.
Whatever. It's that thing plus a whip.
The giant pig looking thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, Luke took one of those out.
Rancor.
Rancor. That's exactly what it is.
know that.
Luke took out a Rancor. Pretty much that demon
Hands free.
is a Rancor with a whip.
And Luke is a fraction of Darth Vader.
For sure.
Okay.
Especially
At
that
at that
time, yeah.
point, yeah.
Well, he's essentially half of Darth Vader. Because he has the potential to be half of
What-
Darth
what
Vader
they're
because
saying
he's
is
Darth
that
Vader's offspring.
the technologies will give him the upper hand with the lightsabers.
Okay.
and
Yes.
everything.
Here is
Okay.
the number one reason. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so Gandalf kills the demon, then he dies and comes back as...
Yeah, we're going with Gandalf the White, so
Okay.
post this
So
scenario.
can Gandalf die again as Gandalf the White and then come back as...
It doesn't matter if he comes...
Gandalf the Silver.
He's not coming back that
platinum.
quick.
He's not
coming back that quick, though. We're talking one fight.
Yeah, we're
still
talking,
lost that
singular
So
fight.
so if he dies, that's a loss. That's an
Yes,
L.
yeah. So
Until
I
he
think
comes
that
back.
I personally
Yeah.
think the number
Gandalf
one
the
reason,
Platinum.
and this is not just me being a more of a, and I love Lord of the Rings. I do. I love it. But I think the reason Vader takes the win is because of he's got much more experience of dealing with. So if you take Gandalf fighting things that he doesn't know how they react versus Vader fighting things he doesn't know how they react. Vader has fought thousands more things he doesn't know
How
how to deal
old
with
is
versus
Vader?
Gandalf.
Is he thousands and
No,
thousands
no,
of years
he's like
old like
30,
Gandalf?
He's like
40,
40.
30, 40.
Okay, well, Gandalf
You're right,
is
Gandalf's like 1,000.
way
He's
more
got a lot of
experience.
experience.
But Gandalf has only lived in like a medieval time.
Yeah.
He's never fought anybody
hasn't went to
with
other-
magical abilities.
He hasn't went to other planets.
Sauron had magical abilities. He
Yeah,
had
and
dynamite.
The only person Gandalf fought with magical abilities was Saruman, and Saruman kicked his fucking ass.
Yeah, he did.
Until he became the White, and then they essentially
How did Saruman
tied.
die?
Yeah.
So
Wait, how did Saruman die? What's
Saruman
his face
fell off
stab him
his
in the
tower.
back?
Saruman eventually fell off his tower and was impaled by a spike.
Oh, yeah.
And he fell because he couldn't even fly. Vader can literally manipulate the Force. He can't fall off
all right.
something because
so hands
Yeah.
down.
What's the
I think,
Force?
Or
the
not hands
Force
down,
is the ability to control your entire surroundings.
magic.
Yeah.
The Force is magic.
Gandalf
But-
has magic.
Yes, and
But
that's
he has-
why there's a
But
debate.
the difference is between Gandalf's magic is that he does spells, and more or less the Force. If you're very strong in the Force, you have complete manipulation of matter
of anything.
of matter around you. So like if you're falling and there's something there, you could push yourself into the wall, grab it, or legitimately, I think if he fell 1,000 feet to the ground,
doesn't
he
matter.
could push the fucking ground underneath him, and he'd still survive.
They can jump
So-
thousands.
He just
of
have
feet.
no fall damage.
What if
No fall
Gandalf
damage, yeah.
whistles for a moth and then an eagle comes behind Darth Vader?
I don't even
doesn't
want to get
see
in
it.
on the
And
Eagles.
chokes him with the eagle
He would
claws.
Slice him in
Vader's
half.
gonna force lightning the shit out of that eagle, and that eagle's gonna be able to do shit.
And while
Yeah.
he's doing that, Gandalf.
Vader can force
Stabs
lightning
him
the
with his
entire flock
staff.
of eagles.
Okay.
I feel like
Have we-
Gandalf has more up his sleeve than. He's more mysterious in the sense that
Giving
like, he might
Gandalf-
have more powers we don't
I'm
know
not,
about.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Gandalf would never win.
In all actuality, though, like I'm going.
Vader
to say,
wins 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
7 out of
Gandalf
10.
because we don't know what all he has, and I just want to think that he might win. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking most likely Vader would probably be victorious.
I feel like the only way Gandalf would win is if he pulled something out of his ass.
that's pretty much what I'm
He
saying.
probably has
Yeah.
a lot of things in his ass he hasn't tried.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
if he
doesn't use anything we haven't already seen from the movies,
There's no chance.
then I think Vader actually is probably going to win.
and I hate
Which
to
is
say
not
it,
what I was initially thinking.
Me either. I thought initially it was like Gandalf's gonna just everybody's gonna agree Gandalf's gonna win. I don't think
Gandalf
so. I don't
has
think so.
age on his side, so he does have.
Dude,
He's
he's
probably
so
smarter.
old. He's so
smarter
old.
than Vader.
Well, if you read
Gandalf is
if you
smarter than
read
Vader, I'll
the
give him
books, if you read the books, the time between when he found the ring and then whenever found out about the ring and then went and talked to Bilbo about it, it was hundreds of years. He sat there for
Thousands.
hundreds. It might have been thousands
Yeah, Gandalf
of
was
years
made at the
reading
beginning of
and
like
researching about it
the
before
world.
he even talked to them about the ring.
The only reason I give Gandalf the 2 out of the 10 winning is because he's so smart.
Yeah.
I give him the win in intelligence.
I think the only way he would win is if I feel like he might be able to like summon something stronger than Vader.
like an eagle.
He'd have to pull something out of his ass.
The
Or
strongest
you
thing we've ever even seen is him summon like a little pussy ass 6-foot force field to block a lava spear.
Man.
Eagles.
That's it. Or lava whip, I'm sorry. That's it.
Well,
Okay, so
All
does
right.
everybody have their...
I would say
Their
unanimous.
I have
Vader.
another
I don't think
question.
everybody's unanimous.
no,
how
we're
much?
not. Well, for
how,
sure not.
Okay, how much of Gandalf is supernatural and how much of Darth Vader is supernatural.
I mean,
Vader's entity is supernatural. His entire entity is supernatural.
Gandalf is a demigod. Vader is so powerful with the Force, aka magic, that
He was born from the Force. He didn't have a father.
kind of become a
He was
demigod.
born
as
of
well.
the
the
Force.
chosen
How did
one.
he make a baby?
He's the chosen one.
Who
It's
is
like-
Luke's mom?
He was like, okay,
a
Padme
slave.
Amidala.
Yeah, a slave.
I know this is a weird
Who's
comparison.
Luke's mom or who is Vader's mom?
Who's Luke's
Vader's
mom?
mom.
Luke's.
Luke is
Who
Vader's
did he
son.
bang?
Luke is Vader's son.
Yeah, I know that part, but who did he bang?
So
in order
Vader
to make
banged
him
a
Padme.
senator.
a
Yeah.
senator?
Her name was Padme Amidala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She
they
was a
had
princess.
twins.
So a weird,
She's a
a
princess.
weird comparison, but Jesus had a mother, the Virgin Mary, with no father.
Was born from the Lord.
Darth Vader was born as
born-
Anakin with a mother with no father, and the father allegedly was the Force. So it was kind of
Yes.
based off of
He's like, it's based off the Bible.
The
pretty
Bible,
much.
yeah.
Dad and mom was like the god of all of the universe.
Well, the fact that he had parents alone makes him a loss.
Yeah.
Vader could just be like, I ain't having that, bitch. That's in
Okay.
prison.
All right. So has everybody made their decisions here?
Yes.
What are you thinking, AJ?
the whole time.
I know you just said, but go ahead
Give-
and say it.
you
I
again.
mean, I already
give-
said Gandalf.
give-
Out
a little
of 10, how many
synopsis.
times?
I already said Gandalf, but that's banking on the fact that he can summon some shit.
You
or do
changed
some
your
shit I've
mind
never
again?
seen. But a caveat is like I'm going to say that with the acknowledgement that I'm probably wrong, and Vadoff. There it is. And
That's
the Vader
what's created after
will
their
honestly
tie.
probably win because of the lightsaber.
So,
mostly.
out of 10, who wins? Out of 10 fights.
Okay. What happens if like a grenade gets thrown at Vader?
No grenades have been seen in either one of those.
That's
Yeah, well, there's dynamite
They got
that
thermal
Sauron
grenades,
showed
but-
Gandalf how to do.
Neither one of them have ever been seen using them.
Okay, my final answer, I guess, will be Gandalf, but that's kind of a assumption that that he has some
So you're
ability.
betting
Some
your
magic.
money on Gandalf.
You're-
I'll say
you're-
6 Gandalf for
Vader.
Vader.
Okay.
I'm saying Vader, 7 out of 10. The only way Gandalf could win the majority of the time, I'd say Gandalf could probably win 2 out of 10 on his own doing. If he pulls some magic shit out of his ass, then he could win some more. But 7 out of 10, Darth Vader.
Okay. I'm going to say
6 out of 10. I take it back. 6 out of 10.
So
I'm gonna
same as
say
me,
it's-
but flipped.
7 out of 10 Gandalf. Because Gandalf,
That's fair.
he doesn't even have parents because he was made by God and then decided to look like a human and has all these cool powers and is thousands of years older than Darth Vader and knows more. And yeah.
'Cause he's a demigod.
And also that girl killed the thing that couldn't be killed because she's like, I am no man.
Because of feminism. Okay. I'm gonna go Vader 9 times out of 10.
It's like if she could kill that thing just by stabbing it in the face, did nobody else think
I'm gonna
of that?
go Vader 9 times out of 10.
Fanboy.
Only because I respect, and the only reason it's not 10 out of 10 is because
Kenobi almost killed him.
Because of the
because
unknown.
I respect Gandalf's intellect and wisdom,
Yeah.
just because he's so goddamn old.
Yeah.
And
He's
I
1,000 fucking
I
years
think
old.
it was very impressive that he killed the demon thing, which was like his equal.
I disagree. But
First of all, that demon thing was slow as fuck.
Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Breaked Up. Got a good episode here. One of the few that we have at Keaton's now. So thank you guys for watching. It was a good one. But yeah, stay breaked up. Stay breaked up.
Stay bricked up with Viagra.
That's right.
always be